Hello, YouTube! Welcome to what I hope will be many collaborations that I plan on doing with other van and car dwellers across YouTube. As you know, I am in process of expanding my own channel by interviewing local van dwellers and car dwellers who happen to live in Brevard County, and have asked people, who are in those situations that would like to appear on my channel, on the Living in a Van channel, in an interview and maybe a van or car tour, to contact me, which I'm going to put out again. If you happen to be a van dweller or a car dweller and would like to appear on this channel, please drop me a note at Denoy, D-E-N-O-Y .deboer, D-E-B-O-E-R @gmail.com, and we'll see if we can't get together to do a van tour and interview. In the meantime, though, while I'm waiting for people to contact me locally or to meet people as I'm traveling, I am going to go ahead and begin the project by doing some long-distance collaborations. What that means is I'm actually going to be running video segments that other van dwellers have made publicly available through the Creative Commons licensing, or van dwellers who happen to live a long distance away from me but would like to be featured on my channel. If you are a van dweller or a car dweller or even an RVer that would like to appear on the Living in a Van channel, I'm going to ask that you produce a van tour or a car tour, of your vehicle for presentation on this channel, and then contact me about getting it to show up on here. Now, several ways you can do that. You can either possibly, make the link available for me to download if you want to keep the copyright and just have it a shared situation with me, or if you want to make it like these other people that I'll be featuring here shortly, you can put your video up, and for the licensing agreement, instead of going with a standard YouTube license, you can do what's called a Creative Commons license. And what that does is it allows anyone on YouTube to actually take your content and use it. You have granted them a blanket permission to use it. And, if you have specific stipulations, you should put it there on the license agreement. But otherwise, your video becomes a free-for-all, and anybody's free to use it. Now, what I'm going to do to try to help these people out, because they're helping me out by letting me use their video, I am going to promote their channel. So I'm going to ask that if you enjoy this video and enjoy Lola, the person we're going to feature in this first video, please take a visit to her channel. Give her video a thumbs up, subscribe to her channel if you enjoy her content, and leave her a comment letting her know that you were sent there by Denoy from Living in a Van. And if you don't mind and you want to help me out, see if you can't leave a link down there. Let her know you were sent from Denoy from Living in a Van, and leave a link from my channel on her channel. What that will do is cross-promote both channels. I'll be sending viewers from my channel to her channel so she can grow, and hopefully her viewers, if they happen to, stumble upon that video, will see your comments and possibly come back to this channel. So that's one way of doing collaborations. If you are an existing subscriber to this channel or viewer of this channel and would like to appear on here, you can do that right now if you already have a van video, a van tour video that you did of your own van. The key to it is that you own the copyright to the content, and are making it either limited use, like letting me use it, or you're making it open to everyone by putting it under the Creative Commons licensing. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to Lola, who is, Lost on Land, and her van is Dave Bake. This is her 1-year anniversary video, and she gives a really nice tour of her van. It is a 2000 high top, I think it's a Chevy van. So stay tuned and enjoy the show. I just realized that Lola actually stands for Lost on Land Again. That's her channel. So make sure you check it out. Give her a thumbs up. Subscribe to her channel if you enjoy her content, and let her know that you were sent there from Denoy from Living in a Van. Thank you.
Good morning, friends. Woke up here to a real nice quiet morning at Lake Whitney here in North Texas, and I was laying in my nice comfy bed this morning thinking, I've had this van about a year now. I got to thinking about how much I really, really enjoy it, how much I have had so much fun in this van. And I thought about what works and what doesn't. So I thought, well, I'll share that with you guys. I wanted to just kind of go over a year of trials and tribulations and what I have realized. I said, I'm just a part-time van dweller. I'm in training, and I think that my biggest hurdle if I go full-time is definitely going to be stuff. You know, where to put your stuff. Right now, I've got enough clothes for a week. I've got enough food for probably a week because I always overpack food. And anything more than that, I don't know where I would put like winter and summer clothes, stuff like that. So there is a lot to take into consideration if you want to go full-timing in a vehicle this small. Anyway, I got up this morning, decided to clean up my van a little, so that's another reason I thought, hey, it's a great time to show you my van when it's kind of clean. So come on in, let me show you what I've got. Sun's coming up, so hopefully it's bright enough for you to see in here. One of the things I love about this van are the dark tinted windows. Absolutely love it, because here in North Texas that's super important. And then I just pull those blinds down at night, but I went ahead and opened them for now, so maybe we can see. So what we have here, this is just my spice cabinet, is what I call it. And it doesn't move. It stays with this little rubber mat under it, which is kind of amazing. Yep, I've just got all kinds of spices and oil and stuff like that in there. And then this is like my junk drawer, my headlamp collection. My daughter likes to give me headlamps, and I really appreciate those. You'd be surprised how often they come in handy. Tons and tons of food. And then in this one, I've just got like my silverware and things in the top drawer, and cooking supplies, my stove, stuff like that. This little Coleman fridge. It's okay, and that's about all I've got to say about that. The thing with it, it just cools it down like I think 30 degrees below room temperature. So last night it got down to 68 probably in here. So everything's almost frozen. So yeah, I had to take my fruit out because it was just too cold in there. The fridge actually holds quite a bit. I don't have it full, but as you can see, it holds quite a bit. Try not to pack it too tight because I don't think it works properly when you do. Back here I keep my towels because under the towels are some firewood that I can reach from the back. That way I don't hit my hand on firewood in the night. Just hit some towels. And over there I have a second bucket. That is just for showering. So nothing goes in there but clean water. Yep. And there's my shower. And I do have a shower tent under the bed somewhere. It's never come out of its case. I've never needed it. I can just throw a tarp over these doors and it works just fine. So, one more note on the filing cabinets. As you can see, I've got the bungee cords here. The top two drawers lock, and you have to take the key out because if you don't, it'll rattle itself back unlocked. And then I just keep my key right here, so I always know where it is. It's always in the same place. But anyway, the little bungees just strap on, and it's all strapped in the back to a C-clamp held onto an old cup holder. Ingenuity at its finest. But it works, and nothing ever falls, nothing ever slides, so it works out real well. Last week I had to slam on my brakes. Somebody just stopped right in front of me, and everything from under my bed slid forward all the way up there. But the filing cabinets and that little shelf on top didn't even budge. So this is something that I'm not sure. I mean, it works. I've just got all my jeans and my long johns and sweatpants and hats. Got my little owl that Our Best Travel sent me. Over here I just keep all my spray bottles. Got some Febreze, some vinegar, Windex. I've got all kinds. I've got to have a rubber ducky. And there's some Papa Texas Fest, Lone Star Rider and Biggie Van Gogh. And I put this blanket in the back at night just to keep any lights out, give me privacy. And I keep my hanging clothes on the right, just my t-shirts and stuff. And then over here, yep, more pants, spare pillowcase. And then lots of these little bags with different things in them. And I keep hat, gloves, and a scarf right there. This little thing is where the satellite dish for the TV goes and the remote. Right now I have my little dish up there in the front next to the beavers. I was watching Hogan's Heroes last night. And I've got my gimbal over here and a firefly jar because everybody needs to travel with a firefly jar. Actually a solar light. It's pretty cool. I just never remember to get it out. And let's see, in the back, I keep my drone up there, little Shane 2. Keep a bag of socks and underwear and things, and my swimsuit. And I always know not to approach the bison. Yep, I've got my little bathroom bag there. Kind of keep all my stuff in that pocket in the front. Extra bags and reading glasses. I love these little curtains. Yep, sure do. And then I've got this little thing that's just full of extra stuff that I want to be able to keep handy. My daughter says you can never have too much super glue. She's probably right. Oh, and emergency hand warmers. Those are always a handy thing, and they just take up no room. Let's see, what else can I tell you about this van? Got my buddy heater down there, my emergency potty, my bucket of drinks, and some water. My shoes, got a hatchet. I've got so much stuff in here, you guys. My umbrellas. Yeah. It's amazing what you can fit in this small a space. So far, so good on this setup. I like it okay. The one thing I don't like about my bed being higher is that I don't have a table now that's high enough for this bed. I bought one. Kind of hangs out back there. There's a lot of stuff back here too, guys. But, yeah, it's just such a hassle to put up every time. It really is. It's just a hassle to put it up. So, that's something else I'm learning. The more of a hassle something is, the less chance you're probably going to do it. So what I have figured out, I can sit here on this ice chest and make that my desk if I really want to. Yep, I use every nook and cranny of space in here, honestly, for something. In my door, I've got wasp spray and 7 dust and a little broom. Use up every little bit of space I can. And behind the curtain, where the magic happens, keep my trash can up there and all my camera gear, stuff like that, over there. Another thing I really don't care for, I haven't cared for since day one, are these lights. These lights are brutal. They're just too dang bright. So they blind you at night. You can't even use them. I really need to get that fixed. Just haven't figured out what I want yet, so that's why I haven't jumped into it. If y'all have any great suggestions, let me know. Do like this little controller. See how much the lights pull. Yep, sun should be coming up. I can get some solar. Charging my phone right now. And this runs off shore power. It can go behind the fridge, but this little box seems to get pretty warm. So I kind of want to leave it out where it can get some air. Yep, that's what's happening in Lost on Land Again's van. Sure do enjoy it. So when I first got this van, I went to a couple of friends and asked their advice. Ford Van Man gave me the best advice ever. He said, you know, your needs and wants will change over time, so will your van. So he was right. So I kind of like the idea of not making anything too permanent, because maybe tomorrow I won't want it this way anymore. Thanks, Ford Van Man. You're the best. Thanks for coming along on the tour, guys. Stay lost, my friends.